So we've been having some fatal airline problems recently, and President Trump seems to think the solution is to keep waging war on the federal government. The Associated Press reports the Trump administration has begun firing several hundred Federal Aviation Administration employees, upending staff on a busy air travel weekend, and just weeks after a January fatal mid-air collision at Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport. Probationary workers were targeted in late-night emails Friday, notifying them they had been fired, David Spiro, president of the Professional Aviation Safety Specialists Union, said in a statement. The impacted workers include personnel hired for FAA radar, landing, and navigational and maintenance, one air traffic controller told the Associated Press. The air traffic controller was not authorized to talk to the media and spoke on condition of anonymity. In a message posted to X late Monday, Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy said fewer than 400 FAA employees were fired and, quote, 0 air traffic controllers and critical safety personnel were let go. A Transportation Department official told the AP earlier Monday that the agency has retained employees who perform critical safety functions. In a follow-up query, the agency said they would have to look into whether the radar, landing, and navigational aid of workers affected were considered to handle critical safety functions. The National Air Traffic Controllers Association said in a brief statement Monday it was analyzing the effect of the reported federal employee terminations on aviation safety, the national airspace system, and our members. So they're still analyzing that effect. But shouldn't they have analyzed that effect before they started firing people, you know? You never know what you have till it's gone. That's the thing. Other FAA employees who were fired were working on an urgent and classified early warning radar system the Air Force had announced in 2023 for Hawaii to detect incoming cruise missiles through a program that was in part funded by the Defense Department. It's one of several programs that the FAA's National Airspace System Defense Program manages that involve radars providing longer range detection around the country's borders. Due to the nature of their work, staff in that office typically provide an extensive knowledge transfer before retiring to make sure no institutional knowledge is lost, said Charles Spitzer Statlander, one of the employees in that branch who was terminated. The Hawaii radar and the FAA Defense Program office working on it are, quote, about protecting national security, Spitzer Statlander said. I don't think they even knew what NDP does. They just thought, oh no, big deal. He just works for the FAA. This is about protecting national security, and I'm scared to death, Spitzer Statlander said, and the American public should be scared too. Spiro said messages began arriving after 7 p.m. Friday, continued late into the night. More might be notified over the long weekend or barred from entering FAA buildings Tuesday, he said. The employees were fired without cause nor based on performance or conduct, Spiro said, and the emails were from an exec order Microsoft email address, not a government email address. A copy of the termination email that was provided to the AP shows the sending address, and then they've got the address listed here. The firings hit as the FAA as it is facing a shortfall in controllers. Federal officials have been raising concerns about an overtaxed and understaffed air traffic control system for years, especially after a series of close calls between planes at U.S. airports. Among the reasons they have cited for staffing shortages are uncompetitive pay, long shifts, intensive training, and mandatory retirements. In the January 29th fatal crash between a U.S. Army Black Hawk helicopter and American Airlines passenger jet, which is still under investigation, one controller was handling both commercial airline and helicopter traffic at the busy airport. Yeah, be careful with this. The Trump administration is playing with fire. Let me know what you think in the comments about this. I don't mean to sensationalize things, but this stuff is just so ominous, you know, given recent events. And people are warning us. People are warning us. We got to be careful. Let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, please like, comment, or subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. This has been the Morris, the Merrier, and I look forward to speaking to you in my next video.